What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Indescribable, aka Jerrilyn Lake, checking in with my bestie for the restie,
Lynee Monet, and you are listening to the She Said It First podcast and the Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network. Period.
Yes, ma'am. We is back for another in-person episode.
Yes,
friends.
I
don't know.
On the road.
I'm kind of feeling it.
I know.
I'm kind of feeling it a little bit. But you know, in true us fashion, we got to start the show off right. So let me just go ahead and tell you.
Okay. What?
What irritated me?
Please enlighten me, girl. What happened?
I can't stay in a group chat. And I know I need it for business and for friends and for family, but I can't stay in a group chat.
I feel you on that.
Especially when people, like, I ain't going to call no names, but my mama and her sisters, okay? Every morning, you know, the family be like, hey, good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? La, la, la. And then they start talking about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with me. So now I come back to 76 notifications.
I'm telling you.
I'm not mentioning any of them.
Same. I hate a group chat
Now
well.
you're on Do Not Disturb because you've disturbed me.
Girl,
okay?
like completely. You know what? I started just blocking people. Girl,
You can't block the people in the group
I'm
chat
going to tell you what happened though. Because this really happened. My godmother, she does that. But girl, she put me in chat with people from her church. Why in the world
Why did I need them to have my number though?
Why did I need them to have my number? And they'll just be talking. And she don't do regular, girl. It's 5 a.m. You know them church folks wake up early.
Because even God ain't even up.
Girl, I blocked her. She called my mother. She said, I can't get in touch with Lynee. I don't know what's going on. I said, I blocked you.
Yeah.
I had to block because why was you ringing me up? And then all these people from church, girl, happy birthday. Girl, it'd be crazy.
Now, why you didn't just tell her? You could have just been like,
I could have did that.
Godmother, I don't like when you.
I know. It wasn't going to stop, though. It wasn't going to stop.
Child, I'd be stopping it.
I had to put a stop to that immediately. I had to put a stop to it.
I done put a stop to all of it. No, I do. I think, like, you just got to use your best judgment. You know, like, everything ain't for... Just call it. Just call whoever you need to call. Don't talk to me about in the group about the stuff.
Thank you. Y'all get on a three-way, do the three-way thing. You know,
that's the thing. That's still a thing, very much a thing.
Yeah.
But so, what else irritated you? Was that just it?
You know what? I'm going to take what you had.
Okay.
That irritated me as well.
Because it is, in fact, irritating.
Hello?
Well, you know what's not irritating, friend?
What?
We're celebrating our 50th episode.
Yes!
It's been a whole year since we've been clowning on the internet together.
Do you know what today is?
What is it?
It's our anniversary.
Hey! Oh, what?
Anniversary.
Hey!
Yes!
Hey! Now, I am such a fan of this podcast.
Me too, same.
So,
and it's not just because, like,
I mean, but it's us, but... I like it because it's me and you.
Because of that. You know, it couldn't be anyway.
It's giving favoritism. Okay. But you know we got to take a look back at some of our craziest, wildest moments.
Oh.
Somebody roll the clip.
Some of y'all, please, for the love of God, stop wearing the big fake ass eyelashes. You have no idea. Are you not aware of how ridiculous that shit looks? If you're not proportioned correctly and you're as skinny as Snoop Dogg with this on your face, it's just a horrible look. Them eyelashes look like BBLs for your face.
You should be happy that I got lashes on because now I can't really see exactly what you look like. That's what you should be happy about. You should be happy that I'm having a hard time seeing.
It's the view obstruction.
What I'm looking at. That's what you want me to. You want me to have a hard time seeing you. It's terrifying. I'm shaking, not stirred.
You know what? I'm not arguing with nobody who could be a face on love stunt double. Because when I get up in the morning, I don't be like, well, shit, let me make sure Aries Spears don't see this part.
Okay.
Well, go to hell. You look like a burnt honey bun.
Neck just as swollen, cheeks just as swollen. It just swelled up.
It look like an injury.
Like that going water bug.
If you get hurt, that's the bruise that's going to come up on your leg. Let's take a look at this drug-fueled rant that happened just before the sun came up.
I'm trying to figure out how Afro get in front of my motherfucking race. Ain't never went to Africa, ain't thinking about going there. And I know it's the motherland, yes, but not my mother, not her mother, and not her mother's mother. American real true land is right here in the U.S. soils.
And that's exactly what he looked like, soil.
Trick Daddy ain't had nothing to do. Sit up there and mess with that boogie sugar. Girl, America is up in shambles right now. I would rather rap Africa, but I'm going to tell you now, them Africans don't want us.
I promise you, if I do a 23andMe and they tell me I'm 2% Ghanaian, I'm leaving the country.
You're right.
I'm going to find my tribe, baby, because these Americans don't want me either. Because why you don't want to be African and your skin is as black as the Dark Knight?
I'm saying somebody had to do a lineup and be like, which person do you think
is African?
Is from Africa? It's that man right there, Your Honor.
Let me tell you what irritated
Okay,
me.
I'm listening. Wait.
Ladies, when the wig is like this.
Put it back now. Put it back.
Shout out to my girl who does my Cadence hair code, but I'm just like, baby, pull it down.
But friend, when it's like this though? But when it's like this, which one would you prefer?
Now you look like cousin it.
Friend, this
They're
is
both, both heinous crimes that should be tried. They're both heinous.
This stresses
They're
me
both.
out. The
I'll put
eyebrow
it back.
wig, I can't get involved.
Put it back.
I can't get involved.
Put it
I
back
can't
right
get
now.
involved.
Drewski, one of our favorite internet comedians, and Ruby Rose are dating.
Okay.
When I first saw it, I looked in the comments, of course, because that's where all the juice is. And people are saying things like, she's only dating him for his money.
But she not broke, is she?
I don't think she broke. I know she does OnlyFans. I know people were saying that maybe he's not attractive enough to get a girl like that. And so,
Because it got a little more cushion for the pushing.
listen.
That you talking about?
That might be what they're talking about. What do you think about that?
Girl, I love it when you call me
Big
Big Papa. Ugly as ever. However, I stay
Coochie down to the socks. Okay.
Girl, Biggie did it, and ain't nobody questioning Lil' Kim on whether or
You're
not she
right.
liked him.
You are right.
Or Faith Evans.
You are
Somebody
right.
pushed out a baby by him. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
that's
a
true.
chance because that's a 50-50 Woo.
That's
And them
true.
eyes is cocked like a pistol. So,
That-
let me tell you, that was a risky business. Popping out a child
May he
was
rest in
risky
peace.
right?
May he
R.I.P.
rest in
My bad.
peace.
My bad, Vicky. I took it too far. I'm sorry.
When we first started this podcast, we were talking about Ruby Rose and Drewski, our internet cousin, like our
Yeah.
favorite internet cousin.
Yes,
Tell me
but-
why these folk done came out and said that it was all a lie.
This is what I think happened, friend. I feel like he basically was going to pay for it, like pay for her to like him, but he was hoping that she would end up
Fall in
falling.
love. You think that's what that was?
I think he really wanted to get her attention. I'm sure this is somebody he been
but
had a
why
crush
not
on.
just shoot straight to her though?
It don't seem like he her type. She said he was funny and a nice guy. That says everything that I
She
need
said-
to know.
Then the way she said it, he funny though.
What was that dollar amount that he gave her? See, ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about
Looks
that
like we got
dollar
to do some
amount.
investigative
Yeah,
research.
okay. Exactly, because she said, okay, that's what
Ruby,
I want.
if you're watching, I know this probably ain't your cup of tea. However, we would love to bring you on the show and talk about it in a little more detail.
We would. That's
Because we
lit.
do. Drewski is cool.
He is cool.
He's funny though. Okay, so Lynee, it's been a year.
I know.
What was like your all-time favorite moment of the show? Tell me.
Friend.
Tell me.
Me and you. Me and
Just
you.
me?
Just me and you. Like I would have never known I found a sister. Like you and me is never part. Girl, I love the way we went on Ari Spears. That's my favorite one. Girl, that's my favorite one. I read them for filth.
No, because that Trick Daddy one was up there.
Girl,
though.
no.
That Trick Daddy one was up there. Girl,
Girl, I love every. When I tell you we was ready, like I don't know if we ever been that ready.
I feel like, sometimes it be some stuff that my spirit,
When it moves.
in my sleep, I was preparing
Okay,
to cook that man.
I'm telling you,
And
and
I
it's
mean,
just
extra,
bad build.
extra well done.
Girl, I'm telling you, it's always somebody bad build.
This right here, lack of sleep. I know he is vitamin deficient. I know illness when I see it.
You and me.
I know it.
Yeah,
That
What
man.
was that your favorite one with Trick Daddy?
No,
What
my
was your
favorite
one.
My favorite episode was when you told everyone that hoeing was for emergencies only. And I need, for context, we're going to insert the clip right here.
This is what I'm talking about. I wouldn't give my body away on the first date. People scrutinize you, but then they tell you what to wear. But the minute that you set standards for yourself, people are like, why do you have standards?
You might as well be a hoe. And I'm so very serious right now.
Oh my God.
You go and be a hoe. And you understand that people are gonna call you a hoe, but you be a hoe with your whole chest.
Girl. For me, hoeing is only for emergencies in my book.
You can't make no lifestyle out of being a hoe.
Girl, if these bills get low enough, you might
You
see
gonna have
me
to
out
hoe.
there.
If there was an emergency, what kind of emergency you looking for?
I'm going straight for a sugar daddy. I want to be Anna Nicole. Did you see Anna Nicole's husband?
Yeah, but what you gonna do when he wants some sugar though?
Girl, I'm going to lie to him and tell him I gave it to him and he don't remember because he ain't going to remember. Give him dementia.
You know what?
Like 5 times already. You remember? That's why
Oh
your
my-
back hurting.
And
You
it
got to
was
lay
so-
down.
And it was so good.
It
I
was
loved it.
Ah!
Can't wait to do it again tomorrow after the check clears.
Right, okay.
It's a
Hoeing is
sermon.
only for emergency.
Only for me. I need a t-shirt, friend, immediately. I need you to go in the lab.
I got you.
Go into the lab and do hoeing is only for emergencies. I need it. I need the shirt.
Yes. And I also happen to have merch, so please check that out. Link in my bio.
Make sure you go grab the hoeing is for emergencies only shirt. Because as we all know, hoeing is simply
only
for emergencies.
And that's it. Because I'm tired of seeing y'all do it, and it ain't emergency in sight.
It's not a
Nobody has alert Amber or nothing. Like,
gig.
it's no Amber alerts, anything going
can't
out, no fire, no
get a
ambulance, nothing.
W-2
Y'all just been
for
hoeing.
hoeing.
Right.
You can't claim that
What
on
is
your
that?
taxes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Don't
you
be
know?
hoeing unless it's an emergency
Okay?
now.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
And Nate did bind her, did he not?
Did he not?
Did he not? My God, on today. Well, in true fashion, you know, we are very petty here at the She Said It First podcast.
Leading the pack.
Not trying to harm nobody, but, you know, there's a little tit for tat going on.
What's going on?
And so I feel like we should talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But friend, you got to ask me.
Girl, where?
Oh, friend, I'm so glad you asked. I couldn't wait to get this off my chest.
Wait.
Girl, a guy on social media was doing a video. Not sure if it was a skit or not, but by far one of the pettiest things that I feel like somebody could do. So we're going to take a listen to this man and what he decided to do to the mother of his children and her boyfriend.
Why my baby mama just called me talking about, you doing too much. You proved your point now. Can you give my boyfriend back his mama ashes? I'm like, bro, what world do we live in where you feel like you can just call me and demand that I give up my property? She talking about, that's his mama. He literally came out of her. How is she your property? I'm like, he came out of her, but I came out of my pocket when I went down there to get her after y'all left her laying on that table in the freezer. So that makes her my property. I'm like, listen, bro. All y'all had to do was get my son his shoes that I gave y'all the money to go get, and all this could have been avoided. She like, it's bigger than a pair of shoes. You know, my daddy and his mama died in the same month, so we was just trying to get enough money to get both of them cremated so we can set both of their ashes on our dresser. I'm like, bro, I get that with all due respect. And wait a minute, you ain't go down there and get your daddy ashes yet? She told me, no, and don't even think about it. Say less. I never thought about it. I never gave it no thought. You know what? I just went down there and did it. And now I'm going to make sure they live a long, healthy afterlife.
Now, first of all, I know this was a skit.
Yes.
But, sir, carrying around these urns is insanity.
Shaking them people up like that while you making content
My God.
is crazy.
This
Literally crazy. Child.
I don't know what to say. That's by far probably the pettiest thing.
Absolutely.
Because
it's
the baby can't get no
hilarious
shoes?
thing, though.
It is. Because the baby ain't get no shoes.
Oh.
You just,
Girl,
okay, well.
You know what, girl? I mean, ashes to ashes.
Listen.
Dust to dust.
And you know what? I think sometimes it's warranted, but I don't know if I would. That's a lot. What's
That's
the craziest? What do you think the pettiest thing you ever did?
I'm just petty when I talk. I'm not a petty do something. I'm a petty, like, I'm going to go for your grandma.
That's how I am too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a petty talker. You know, I'm going to bring up whatever your mother ball spot in the back of her head. You know, I'm going to bring up whatever. I don't care. Your father, you know, got a little word. You know, I'm just going to bring up whatever.
Absolutely.
But doing actual stuff to people, I don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not me.
I feel like that's how
I
you
would take
get.
like all your socks or something.
No, I'm not doing
So all your feet could be musty
that,
all the time.
To me, that take way too much energy. But I will remind you how your mother gave you up for crack.
I'm telling you, got to.
I
You know
got
what I'm
to
saying?
talk
You
about
gotta
how your
bring it
mama was a
up.
crackhead.
You know
I
what
got to. I'm
saying?
sorry.
Even though she was a crack fiend, mom, she
You
still
always was a black queen, mama. Listen, sometimes you got to remind people where they come from. And I think that'd be the essence of being petty, because nobody is vindictive and spiteful to people that don't kind of deserve it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
if I've ever done anything petty, it's because you pushed me.
And you deserved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure I gave you ample time to make this right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure all I wanted was an apology.
That's it.
Maybe.
But now, I got to remind you that your daddy been bullying your whole 40
Your
years
whole
of life.
life. And you're actually a loser.
And you're a grown loser.
Yeah, a grown one.
A clown, if you will.
Okay.
So
circus.
This guy, you might as well call him Three Rings,
You know?
because
Like,
it's definitely a circus.
Absolutely going to be petty about
But
it.
no, I mean, I get it though. Hey.
You
eye
got to do
for
what
an
you
eye.
got to do with that.
Even the
was
Bible
hilarious.
say eye for an eye, but he went way too
That
far because
was funny.
ashes was crazy.
Girl, bringing the little one out.
I know.
Bringing the little one out.
It's like a little cute honey pot,
Right?
like a little pot of honey.
I know, like that was like, okay, sir, put them people back and stop playing.
Child. So I think, but now I kind of want to veer off a little bit because what is too far to be doing on social media? Why that nigga was sitting up there with them damn ashes? You know what I mean? Like, it's funny and we laughed at it.
Yeah.
But, bro, come on.
I know. Girl, we don't have a line. We don't have a line. You really, with social media, can take it as far as you want to take it. And it's so crazy because even though people do that, people are still super sensitive. Mm-hmm. That's the weird part about it is, girl, I remember when comedy was like Def Comedy Jam, when people really could get up there and say whatever they wanted to say.
You can't do that
no more, but people will let you do stuff like that and laugh at it. So,
knowing that you desecrating the dead.
Exactly.
Like that.
Okay.
Child.
Got them people in there shaking up, driving around with them all day. Girl, that's crazy.
And then just turn your camera on and talk to the rest of the world about it come on. And if I was that's what I'm saying, he better not even have a baby mama in real life. Because if I was his baby mama, I would be like, you need to get off the internet playing. Because my mama and them know. You know what I'm saying? Like, they see you on social media playing with Ashley and stuff.
Exactly.
But
that was hilarious.
It made for some good content, though.
That was funny, though.
It definitely made for some fantastic content. Speaking of blurred lines, because, child, why is it questioned when men and women are just friends? This is a lifelong discussion. People can never figure out what they want to do and how they want to feel about it. But actress Essence Atkins was doing an interview and she was talking about her relationship with Marlon Wayans. And, people are basically, hinting at something, having gone on there or whatever. But she basically made it very clear that they're just really good friends, more like a brother-sister relationship. And she spoke about how he's helped her in her career and that they have a great on and off camera relationship. And said that while Marlon is a good-looking man, it's not worth losing her friendship. I agree sometimes. I agree. Yeah. I agree. But they think that when you're attractive, people automatically assume that y'all are attracted to each other.
That's literally what I was going to say, friend. I'm like, because if that man was ugly, nobody would
say that.
Assuming, please. Nobody would assume anything if he was ugly. It's just because both of them are attractive. So people automatically link you together like you guys should be in a relationship. I think that's what it is. And neither one of them are really out in the limelight like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know about either one of their partners or who they're dating. So when you see people you don't see out like that with somebody publicly or they have a strong relationship, you be like, oh, that's probably the person.
When people don't know your business, they have to make up something.
Absolutely.
They gotta make up something.
1,000%. So I think that's really what it is. She's pretty. He's attractive. They see them together. That's what it is, But it's still annoying.
It is.
It's so irritating.
Because why I can't just have friends?
Right. Why everybody got to be humping on this fine...
Girl, get out my face. And that's the end of the episode today. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all to like us on Instagram, subscribe.
Girl, whatever. That's the reason. Everybody wants something you can. It's exclusive.
It is. It is. But I think people should be encouraged to have male and female friendships because a lot of, I like my guy friends, I'm respectful, right? Now, you can't text my phone 10 and 11 o'clock at night. Right. If I got a man, if I ain't with nobody, then it's whatever. But
even your gay, male friends, is it okay? Do you have different rules for them?
I don't have different rules for my gay friends because I think it depends on the type of relationship. I was in a relationship at one point where the guy worked overnight. Okay. And so my gay friend would call and check on me because he knew I was at the house alone. He was concerned and all these things. As a rule of thumb, nobody should be calling me after.
Agreed.
I would say 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, why you not calling somebody else? Because I know it's not an emergency. If it was an emergency, you wouldn't be calling me.
I mean, 911 is always available.
I'm nobody's emergency contact. Yeah. Hang up, call somebody else. Yeah. So if I just feel like there should be, a level of respect when having,
male friends. I don't have no male friends, friend. I told you this. I don't have none.
Not a single? No homeboy? Nobody?
Nope.
You ain't never intentionally tried to befriend someone?
And guess what they did? Intentionally tried not to be friends.
It do be hard.
Girl,
it do be hard.
That's what they did. Intentionally tried not to.
It's easier for me when I meet men in the industry space. Like when I meet men in a work environment, I can just make it be that. Yeah. And I never have to have another side conversation. Men that you see out in places and they just want to...
That part.
I can't be your friend. Because I know you walked over here because you thought something else was going on.
Absolutely. And then you're going to pretend to be my friend.
Turn around.
Girl.
Walk back.
All that pretending to be friends stuff, I can't get into it. So
they'll do it for 10 years though.
Absolutely. I've had it done.
They'll wake up one day and be like, man, I just figured one day you would...
Yes. No, seriously.
I'm on my
life.
I'm on my third child
my
with my husband, and here you are thinking,
right,
you have a chance someday.
Y'all just waiting for y'all to fall off. Men are patient in that way. You be surprised. Well, that has happened to me so many times.
They're manipulative,
girl. So yeah, I don't have no male friends, and I'm not ashamed to say because they never want to just be friends. Never.
I'm grateful that I do have some because the way I trash dudes on the internet, I don't see why they would even want to be my friend.
Oh my God.
But thank you all three of y'all because
I love it.
But but the relationships are different. Like my oldest male friendship, we've been friends since I was like 19.
Oh wow.
He's gay.
Okay.
The other one, we've been friends since I was like 22. It was work, and I dated one of his friends. So it was never, hey, you want to try this?
Nothing like
that. It was just, we was friends.
Crazy.
And then anybody that I met after that, I met them through business and I just kept it business. So and then let's be clear, like my homeboys can attest to this. They watch, even like Alton. Alton is a good friend of mine. Alton is not texting me at 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
Me and Alton talk about, we might send a meme here and there. He might text me and say, hey, what you doing this day? You want to come do some time on this show or whatever? But he's not like
strictly Platonic.
He's not like, hey, what'd you eat for lunch today?
Yeah. Like can I come over?
Yeah. Like it don't be nothing weird like that. So I think I'm thankful that I have male friends that respect me and who I am. But I think that people could benefit a lot from having someone of the opposite gender just in their circle to kind of help them through stuff, because I will ask my homeboy and be like, I think this dude is tripping.
Yeah.
Can you please?
I would
maybe
love
I'm
to
tripping,
have that though. Like I do have male cousins, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really lean on them like that for advice. I don't. I wish I had that because
I feel like you can't, or
sometimes in life.
Oh Lord, my God! Cut her mic. Cut her mic. Cut her mic. Audio out now. 3, 2, 1, out.
Sometimes in life, and I would lend this advice to anybody out there. When you have a situation with you observe how someone else's life may be or how they've handled similar situations, or you can kind of gauge their thought process around it. And you don't go to those people because you know what they would do if they was you, and you don't really want to do that because that ain't really what you should do in this situation. So you need a bit of logic here. And I can honestly say that some of the men in my family are not that logical.
Okay. Well,
yeah, but I love y'all.
I mean, that's fair.
I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all, but would I need advice? Not really what I'm looking for.
Chat
you know
GPT.
What I'm saying? And that's cool.
You just gotta chat GPT some things.
Yeah. Okay.
You listen, Chat GPT has been my best friend. Anytime I'm confused, scared, unsure about something, I say, Chat GPT, what should I do in this situation?
I like that.
And they always give me something that I probably would not have thought of.
Okay.
Because I think sometimes when you have a problem or there's an issue that you need to discuss with someone else, emotions can get in the way.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I think it has a good way of slowing me down, let me process and be like, okay, before you cuss them out, or before you flip the table.
That part.
Let's determine how orange would look on our skin in prison.
Right, because that's definitely in stripes.
Let's see.
Ooh, thank God they got rid of them stripes.
Girl.
Lord.
Oh my God. And was they vertical?
Girl, yes.
Oh
the
my
hamburger
God.
look. I just couldn't.
Was gonna look like a big back platypus and cell block 4.
So yeah, thank the Lord that's over, but you're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use ChatGPT and see what happens.
Well, I think that maybe with like working with other people, just the more people you meet, I think that I wouldn't shy away from male friendships. I would just be cautious, and if you see somebody is acting like
weird,
because
that's always
then my
weirdness.
Thing is you just got to get out their face, because these dudes, like, speaking of weirdness, why was Slim Thug on the internet? This ain't even on the Run the Show today, but I'm talking about it. Why was Slim Thug on the internet saying that Meg Thee Stallion probably want him because she danced to 2 of his songs at Coachella?
And this is literally what I'm talking about, and that's not even a friend. She just supporting somebody else who just happens to be from Texas.
From her same city. I'm like, bro.
She can't even put on for her city.
But why does it have to be, she probably want me? Why couldn't it just be, man, shout out to the younger generation showing me respect and blah, 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 blah. Because tell me right now, quickly,
friends.
when's the last time you listened to a Slim Thug song? Quickly. The bomb just blew off. You're dead. You're dead. Everybody's dead now because you couldn't answer the question. You see what I mean? And so Meg, not necessarily keeping you relevant. Let's not sleep like he wasn't one of the biggest Houston, artists ever. But like, it's like Glorilla being from Memphis. Other people in her city are excited about her being from Memphis.
So if she dance or do one of your songs at her concert, like I
who
think
ain't gonna be excited about that?
Thank you.
Why would I automatically be like, oh well, he probably want to smash?
That's wild to say, especially with split ends.
He
and
did
that beard like that.
That's what I'm
Lord,
saying.
you got on here untrimmed. I can't believe you got on this camera untrimmed.
Looking like a capybara.
Exactly. Like,
what is wrong with you?
Fix it, Jesus.
But you know, the only reason he did that was because Meg is an attractive woman. If Meg was ugly, he wouldn't have said nothing.
Would have never thought about it.
He would have been like,
never
I
even
appreciate
heard it. Somebody would have brought it. He was like, I didn't hear that.
Exactly.
He literally would have said, I didn't hear that.
This is why y'all be over-sexualizing women for no reason. You really could have just got the little clout, got the little tag, got the little boost in records or whatever. Because I'll be honest, after I saw him on Instagram, I didn't go listen to not one Slim Thug song.
I didn't. Even after she
missed
put him
opportunity.
On. Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Sad.
Which I think it is time to bring up another opportunity.
What?
Stealing in relationships. Now.
Stealing?
Well, not stealing, but how many bank accounts should y'all have?
What is stealing?
Because to me, it sounds like somebody's stealing.
Okay.
That's the correlation
okay,
that
all right, let me hear it. Let me hear it,
that I
made. I don't know yet.
So, now, neither of us are married, and that's okay because the roster's long. When you get married, how many bank accounts you think you should have? Like, you have an account, I have an account, and then...
We have a joint account. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel.
Okay.
You don't feel that way. You think everything should be conjoined.
I don't. I think that...
Because I tell you,
I think maybe if we want to do an account where the bills and stuff come out and we both put some amount of money in there every month, okay, because I'm going to have secret money.
Absolutely.
Okay.
1,010%.
Okay. Just double check.
Girl, mama ain't never raised no fool. She told me that first.
I ain't even going to tell you how much money I make, how much I got. I'll have a mattress full of ones before I tell you. Because I'll be all the way damned
if you take me on a trip with the joint bank account.
And now you're looking crazy because you done bought your half of the stuff.
Exactly. Like, no ma'am. So
I don't mind. I don't even mind that though. I don't mind sharing.
I want you to buy with if you taking me on a trip.
Oh, well, that's different.
Your bank account to take me on a trip. You don't use the joint bank account.
I can understand that, but also too, like I do feel like if we decide we want to go somewhere, like I don't mind it.
It's a surprise.
Oh, if it's a surprise, then that's different.
Thank you. Yeah. You use your money. You might buy me a gift.
Now, what you gonna do?
Your money.
What you gonna do if you go into the account?
What?
And you see that Expedia transaction on there?
Of who?
He taking you on a trip, but it's coming out of your account too.
I know you lying.
What do you do? What's your response?
I am calling the bank and reporting fraud immediately, expeditiously.
Now he gotta go to jail.
Someone is stealing money, and I might have a lead. I can give you their name and number. I might have a lead.
When I started this segment, what's the first thing I said? Stealing money. You see how I knew that was coming? You see how I did that? Y'all sleeping on my genius, bro. Y'all are asleep on my genius. I said that niggas was stealing out here, bro.
No, don't you take nothing out that bank account.
I don't mind sharing stuff, but it need to be clear what we sharing.
It got to be clear.
I just feel like
Crystal.
At some point, these men be looking for roommates and stuff.
Thank you.
I don't want it no more. I need to know what. Never mind me. What can you bring to the table, sir?
Okay.
What do you bring to the table? Because I'm tired.
That's the part. And I know people are going to disagree. Because I know, well, when you get married, everything is combined and everybody should share everything. And that's why you don't got no peace of mind.
Combine these nuts.
Like, that's why you don't got no peace of mind. Because y'all together morning, noon, and night. Y'all sharing toothbrushes. Like, y'all sharing socks, drawers.
Ridiculous.
Like, Lord, you can't catch a break.
Lynee, I have to stop you right there because sharing draws is witchcraft. I will not let that air. Take it. Get it out of here.
Leave it in there. They need to hear it. Somebody got to speak the truth around here, and it's going to be me today. You hear me?
Because why are y'all sharing draws?
Why y'all using each other's toothbrush? Because that makes my stomach hurt.
I feel like when
Amy Luciani?
No, that's nasty.
The one you seen
that? She did that?
Girl and Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard.
Girl.
I didn't say it. Amy said it. Now she in a relationship with him. Royce said it too. I mean, how many people need to say it until it's
what
said?
What you say? The what one?
And we said it.
No, she said it. She said it first.
But we said it. We together. We said
no,
it.
she said that because he like to sue people and all this stuff.
Allegedly.
No, she said it. No, she said it. But no, you know that he got into some hot water a while back. I think was it transgender people?
Yeah. And Amy said she caught him in the bed with a man with a wig on. That sounds like transgender.
But
am I correct?
So my thing is, number one, why are you telling people this?
We needed to know.
No, but we didn't need to know that.
We needed to say it.
If you're going to be with him, why we needed to know?
She said she didn't know. But Royce said it, and I'll tell you who did know, because Royce, his baby mama, said it.
Yeah, but she's been on a slander tour too. Like she got, she created a whole new Instagram page and she was going live and telling everybody how he terrorized her for years.
Oh God, Royce, let it go, honey. You gotta let go of that hurt.
I don't care, Royce. Every week you can say what you do. Do it tomorrow too. I'll tune in and I'll listen.
I just don't know
if you need to get it off your
watching
chest.
That. Like, be careful. Just be careful.
I mean,
you gotta be careful when you had kids, Jerrilyn. You don't want to say it too much, girl. A combination of her saying his daddy is gay, like, relax.
I mean,
once is enough.
Is he gay?
He is.
Oh, okay.
You was mad. I said it. Okay. Now we said it. As I said, so you can run the clip back because as I said before, we said it.
Baby, I feel like if that man is gay, that's his business. Everybody can get on the internet and tell us he's gay every week.
Why be gay and be with a woman when you don't want her? Why cheat on her with men if you want to be with a man?
Is she up there in the relationship like he ain't gay?
Sharing toothbrush. I know she hates that video because she got on here sharing that man toothbrush back and forth, swapping it back. Ooh.
And what was the reason? I feel like Cardi B. What was the reason? What was the reason for that?
Yeah.
That's people that do that though. I think that's what it leads to. When you have too much shared in your relationship, I think that's what it leads to. You have to still remain an individual and not like I need you to have hobbies. I need you to have friends. Yeah. I need you to do other things because the scariest thing for me is a man who wants to make me the center of his world in an unhealthy way.
Oh,
I don't need you dropping everything in the world to be over here in my business.
Acrimony.
Because at some point, you got to have your own business.
I'm so serious.
How are you going to pay for the trips?
Get out of my face with all of that. Like, I have been in a relationship with somebody who was literally obsessed with me, and it is terrifying. I know y'all be in the car. If my man ain't obsessed with me, then I don't want it.
You don't really want that.
When y'all really get, it's terrifying.
And you wake up and his eyeball touching yours? You wake up and he right there?
Girl, looking right at, woo,
pupil to pupil. Pupil to pupil.
Scary, girl.
It sounds cute, but I think my whole thing I'm learning in my 30s is that I just need balance.
Yes.
I just need balance. Yeah, I love you and I want to spend time with you, but I also need to continue spending time with myself. I need to continue learning myself. I need to do the things that make me happy. Because if I can't be a whole person individually, I'm not going to be good for you.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Let me do my thing. You know, my thug dizzle. People still say that?
No, old as hell.
Okay,
and she got these Peely Posturepedics.
Let me show y'all.
Show them your CNA 3000.
Because listen, this shoe. Let me tell y'all something. This shoe carried me.
Don't turn it that way. Turn it. That's dirty. Turn it the other way now.
So when I was in Colombia, let me tell y'all, we was walking everywhere. And I had these little cute sandals, and I was like, "Oh, these shoes are cute, but they hurting my feet."
You
and
got no arch support.
I went to this little cute little Colombian whatever, and I don't know. These might not be Crocs. They might be slocks. I don't know. But the Chinese said they all the same. So.
Crocodiles.
So listen, these might be alligators. I don't know. These might be see you later alligators.
Right.
But when I tell you, I done been all over South America with these shoes, and they have never steered me wrong. My back has never felt better. The knees are properly lubricated. I can.
You can. Oh, look at you.
I might mess around.
Look at you.
I might run a 400 up in here.
My cheeks are
Baby, one thing about me, the older I get, I do not care.
Yeah.
I'm going to be comfortable.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to be comfortable.
No, for real.
Nothing in this, I don't care what it is. I don't care. I will be
comfortable.
Convenience
and comfortability
and I'm gonna pay for
what
it.
I stand behind.
I'm going to pay
100%.
for it. If it costs an extra $3.95 for you to do it, take it out of my account.
I'm telling you.
Right
that's
now.
how I feel. When you get older, you will realize that convenience and comfortability.
But I really need to get y'all.
Girl.
Like, look when I put it in sport mode, when I put the back on it like this.
And be running.
It might still be clay here from Mount.
Put that shoe back on the ground. Sitting up there, keep touching that dirty shoe. Pissing me off.
Well, thank y'all for coming. So, like, when you order them, this is...
Jerrilyn. Wrap it up. Now.
Make sure you get the kind what you can put in sport mode. Mine got a little extra girth on the bottom. But I be needing my shoes orthopedic, honey. I wear a lot of J's, and they are not
comfortable. And got so many of them.
Is not for you to be walking around having a good time.
Why you got all them J's and they not comfortable?
Girl,
you spend all that money.
Because they cute.
That's ridiculous.
I just wear them on the Instagram.
That's ridiculous.
Just for the photo ops. But This is the worst part of the show, y'all. I hate to tell y'all.
I'm so sorry.
That we have to go 10 more minutes. Psych, we're not leaving. I'm just kidding, guys. We really do have to go.
I know.
But before we go, don't forget to sign up for our trip to Thailand. We are going October 24th through the 30th. Mm-hmm. There's an early bird special right now. If you go ahead and book, you get $350 off. So that means you get 7 days, 6 nights in Thailand for $1,500.
Facts. Everything's
included except your flight. We got your meals covered. You got your excursions covered. We can do a little optional massage too if you want to do that. Just
absolutely
get there, get to the hotel, and we got the rest. That's
real.
it. Link in the bio. We're gonna have a ton of fun.
1,000%.
Yeah.
And
you can pay for it over time too.
You can. We do have a plan for y'all to work that out. And if you want to see more of the podcast, the She Said It First podcast, you can meet us here every Thursday, okay? We're going to be on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you can see every time we upload.
Run, don't walk.
Okay, come on. At least some comments. We want to hear from y'all.
Unless you got...
All right, y'all. Well, peace. Heading out. Go ahead, cut her camera. Cut
this,
the camera.
You see the extra...
Cut the camera. That's the end of it. Don't worry about it. That's the end.
So if anybody...
And once again...